Alright, all morning I've been trying to get up this impossible line here in the holes section, and so far it has proven to be impossible, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I just want to give you some overview, and it's more a climb than it may be able to do. I feel like it should be able to do it. I just have to find that right combination, but I've tried it about 75 times already, no luck. Here we go. It's funny how you can start with something that wasn't even intended to be a drivable line, get fixated on it, and then spend the whole morning trying to do something that just can't really be done. This is my MoFo version 3 crawler, and I've got mudslingers on it, stock motor, stock electronics. The front's pretty brassed out. I've got a bit of weight on the rear axle because there's not a lot of weight on the top of this thing. It can get away with that. I have hex weights on the back plus the brass diff, and that's pretty much what I have on the front too. This is attempt number 4 with my version 3 rock bouncer from MoFo RC. And this one can do stuff that none of my others can. It's super lightweight on the top, most of the weight's down low where you need it, and it doesn't quite have the same frame clearance that my I think I just got it. How about that? Doesn't quite have the same frame clearance as my portal rig, but the difference is the drive shaft rotates in a different direction. It's opposite with the portal rig, and when I go torque on this one, it leans to the right instead of the left, and by leaning right with that torque lean, it leans uphill, and it gives a little bit better center of gravity, and was able to do it, as you saw. And this is my only rig so far that's made this climb. I'll try a few others, but I don't have a lot of hope for them. The next one may actually do it. I'll try that next. This is my Nexx Racing dual cantilever shock rig, and I think I underestimated this one when I first built it. Since I've driven a little bit more, I really think this is a good setup. Everything's low and tight, and it's the only chassis I've ever built that did exactly what it was supposed to do without any modification. So it's fantastic. It's actually really good. Very lightweight. My dog's here trying to get in the way, but we're gonna do some driving. This one has trail wheels, high clearance links, PN motor, PN mount, PN gears, and brass everywhere. It also has the Walmart Adventure Force body with the links on it replaced with Lexan instead of metal. The metal ones, as they come, weigh about 75 grams with the interior, and I pull that out and put in the flat plate that's the black for the interior. I just have it be flat because it looks cool, and it's also lightweight. This body only weighs 28 grams, and I don't know how successful it's going to be here, but we'll give it a few shots. Number 6, and this one is not going to be able to do it. It's just a little bit too top heavy. My Nexx racing rig never did make it up. it just doesn't have the center of gravity that it needs to be able to get itself over that first hill. So I haven't driven my Enduro 24 in a while, and this is the one I put SCX 24 axles in. And it's almost not fair to call this an Enduro 24 anymore. But the way I see it, if you still have the transmission, that's kind of the heart of a thing to me. It has that defining thing that makes it the Enduro 24. The divorced gear, the divorced transmission with the two-piece shaft between them. And this is looking bad. It's going to tip. Maybe not. That's the nice thing about the FuryTech ESC and a brushless is you can put the thing in slow motion and just about do anything you want with it. It's getting a little deformation on that left rear, because the truck is basically standing on it. If I can make this front end stick, it has a good chance of getting over. I think I need to kind of pinch the rock between that left front and the left rear, just to kind of get some side grip on it. And looks like it's slowly pulling itself up. Got the hard part done. And you know, this might not look that hard on my video, but if you came here and tried this, you'd find out this is probably the hardest step up I have anywhere in the whole course. It's very difficult, and that's what makes it cool. And I'm going to go a little overkill on this one with my DX6R and my four-wheel steer rig. But I think this might have a decent chance at getting over that. We'll see. That Surpass motor in here with the FuryTech is just smooth. You do sacrifice weight when you go with the big motor, like the Outrunners. They're heavy motors, and it is going to give you a higher center of gravity. Right there, it's proving it. Pick up the front end. The nice thing is, with that slow crawl, you have all day to take care of it. This is attempt number 2. And it's just standing up on its rear shocks. Try my original Deadbolt with Hyrax on it. I'm going to try the same line as the other one did it. I don't know that it can. It doesn't have the clearance that the other one has. And as soon as it hits the frame, the front tires lose their grip, and it's over. Long wheelbase cars could not do this approach. I tried it with both of them. Neither of them could. I had to come in just straight on and take it in a straight line. I couldn't make the turn here. And right here, I'm just getting into the frame too much. as it points up like that. Oh, did it do it? Oh, so close. No, it's too far over to catch. Or is it? Yes. Well, I didn't get around to testing every one of my trucks, but these are the two that made it. The MoFo version 3 and the ridiculously modified Enduro 24 with Deadbolt rear suspension and SDX 24 axles and a lot of other things. But they're probably my two most capable, but they're completely different from each other. The MoFo is very lightweight, has a low balance, and it just sticks to rocks. It does incredible things. The Enduro has trail overdrive front axles, and the front one's widened a bit, and it's more SCX 24 than it is Enduro at this point, but it still has the Enduro transmission, and to me that's what is the thing that identifies it as the Enduro, is that split transmission, and it still has that. But these are my two that made it. They're both ironically on mudslingers. I tried my four-wheel steer car that has scramblers, and it just couldn't hold, not because of the tires, but because of the skid plate clearance. So I suppose I may be able to lift it a little bit with the adjustable shocks, but at this point these are it, and I'll try some others later. I still can't get my portal rig over it, and I think that extra 12 millimeters of width is hurting it in this case, but in other places it dramatically helps it. It has an extra 5 degrees of tilt when it comes to side hilling. So thanks for watching. Just a messing around video tonight. We'll talk to you later.